students. Till now we have actually studied about these topics and today we will discuss about them in detail. First, 1.3 Preparation of soil. The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loose soil allows the root to breathe easily even when they go deep in the soil. Why does the loosening of soil allow the root to breathe easily? The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. These organisms are friends of the farmer since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. But why the soil needs to be turned and loosened? You have learned in the previous class that soil contains minerals. In addition, dead plants and animals get decomposed by soil organisms. In this way, various nutrients in the dead organisms are released back into the soil. These nutrients are again absorbed by plants. Since only a few centimeters of the top layer of soil supports plant growth, turning and loosening of soil brings the nutrient-rich soil to top so that plants can use these nutrients. Thus, turning and loosening of soil is very important for cultivation of crops. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling and plowing. This is done by using a plow. Plows are made of wood or iron. If the soil is very dry, it may need watering before plowing. These plowed fields may have big clumps of soil called crumbs. It is necessary to break these crumbs. Leveling the field is beneficial for sowing as well as for irrigation. Leveling of soil is done with the help of a leveler. Sometimes manure is added to the soil before tilling. This helps in proper mixing of manure with soil. The soil is moistened before sowing. So students, we have actually read the whole para, not the whole para, actually the whole topic, and in this topic it is saying that actually preparation of soil is the first step we do for cultivating a crop. So what is this process? Let me explain you that. So what happens, we prepare soil by adding humus into it, and humus can be by ourselves and also by the decomposed animals. Actually, we also know that scavengers and other animals actually eat the organisms and animals which are dead. So they make the particles which are contained by this process. That particles are very helpful for the soil because that particles help soil to become more give nutrition to them. तो एज यू नो, आपको पता ही होगा मिट्टी के कुछ ही सेंटीमीटर्स में हम अपने पेड़ पौधों को उगा सकते हैं और वो अच्छे से फुट पा सकते हैं। ऐसा इसलिए होता है क्योंकि उसी एरियाज में एक्चुअली में डिकम्पोजर्स और स्कैवेंजर्स होते हैं जो कि हमारी जो डेड एनिमल्स हैं एंड और भी चीजें हैं जैसे ह्यूमन्स है तो उन्हें खाकर कन्वर्ट करते हैं पार्टिकल्स में जो कि सॉइल के लिए हेल्पफुल होता है। अब हम आते हैं यहाँ पर। तो यहाँ पर बेसिकली टूल्स के बारे में बताया गया है कि अगर यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर सॉइल यू हैव टू लेवल देम एंड फॉर लेवलिंग देम देयर आर सम ऑफ द टूल्स व्हिच आर हेल्प. So first of them is tilling, and that is also known as plowing. So that is a process, not a tool. So tilling and plowing is the process in which soil is turned and loosened. So इसमें क्या होता है, इस प्रोसेस में जो सॉइल होता है उसको टर्न भी किया जाता है और उसे लूज भी किया जाता है. कैसे? और लोगों की जो मिट्टी कंबाइन हो जाती है और उसके कुछ क्रम्स टाइप के बन जाते हैं, उनको लूज करना भी जरूरी होता है. to cultivate the crop. So for that we do this process which is known as plowing and tilling. And there are some of the tools which we use for them is plow. First of the tool is plow and the second is leveler. Let me mark it up. Yes, I marked them, so as you can see, plow and leveler. So these are the two of the instruments we use. Now let's get into the agricultural implements. What are these agricultural implements? So the tools which we use for cultivating crop and for agriculture, these are only known as agricultural implements. So let's read first. Before sowing the seeds, it is necessary to break soil clumps to get better yield. This is done with the help of various tools. The main tools used for this purpose are the plow, hoe and cultivator. So actually what these are the agricultural implements which are very useful for cultivating crop. So let's mark these implements: plow, hoe and cultivator. Hope so you have already familiar with these words. आपको शायद उनके बारे में पता हो. So plow के बारे में हम सबसे पहले पढ़ते हैं. This is being used since ancient times for tilling the soil. So plow is actually used from ancient. So if anybody asks you that if the plow is a modern period tool or it was in ancient as well, so the answer will be ancient, क्योंकि ये पहले से ही हम यूज करते आ रहे हैं और अभी तक इसमें कोई डेवलपमेंट नहीं हुआ है. प्लो अभी भी यूज होता है शुरू से अभी तक. So this is being used since ancient times for tilling the soil, adding fertilizers to the crop, removing the weeds and turning the soil. अभी आपने agricultural practices में पढ़ा था कि preparation of soil के बाद हम sowing, adding manure and fertilizers और irrigation, protection from weeds, ये सारी process भी करते हैं. तो ये हमारे सारी प्रोसेसेस में किसी न किसी तरीके से यूज आता है. आप ये चाहे रीड कर सकते हैं अगर if you want a PDF of the book that is available in your group. तो मैं आपको इसकी समरी जल्दी से बता दूं. तो they are actually made of wood and iron. कभी कभी या तो ये आयरन के बने होते हैं, कभी कभी वुड के बने होते हैं. They are used by tucking them in the bottom part of the animals and or horses or camels. So in the bottom part of camel and horses, these tools are tucked. Now this is what the plow is, and its shape is triangular. So these are the things that you should know. Now the main part of the plow is long log of wood which is called a plow shaft. So the main part of the plow is known as plow shaft, which is made of wood. Okay, so this is all about the plow. And if you want to know the plow, so this is the figure of plow as you can see right over here. So you can see the plow shaft, plow shear and beam. So as you can see in this structure, so this portion which is actually the main portion, as you can see, this portion is known as plow shaft. Now there is a plow shear which is this portion. This is also very important. So this portion is known as plow shear and beam. As you can see, this log is having a end portion over here. The log of wood is having a end portion over here. That is known as beam. So this was all a detailed information about the plow. Now let's read about the hoe. So it is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds. Now what are weeds? For example, grasses, घास जो अपने से उगाती हैं, the plants which are not useful for us usually and take growth in place where we are cultivating some crop. तो हम जहाँ पर crop उगाने की कोशिश करते हैं और हमें घासों की जरूरत नहीं होती, वो फिर भी उगाती हैं. That's why they are known as unwanted plant as well and weeds as well. तो उनको हम weeds के तौर पे या unwanted plants के तौर पे जानते हैं. It is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. As I have already told you that there are some of the crumbs of the soil which should be loosened. So for losing them, this hoe is used and also to remove the weeds. A strong broad and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its ends, and one end it is having one end which is having a bent plate of iron. So there is one bent plate of iron which is actually fixed in the end of one side of hoe. Now let's move to the next page. Okay. So this is our next page. Works like a blade. It is pulled by animals. So actually the last line was like so the portion which is having the bent plate that works like a blade. तो वो blade की तरह काम करता है और it is pulled by animals. ये भी animals के through pull किया जाता है. So it works like a blade. Very important. Mark the things which are marking, and it is pulled by animals. Now figure 1.1b, which is very important for the description of hoe. So that is this diagram is very important, and through this you will understand what is actually the hoe. So this is a line, a structure which is known as beam. Now over here as you can see, this structure is the lower part of this structure is known as handle, and the upper part of this structure is known as grip. Now as you can see over here, this is a blade type of structure which is of iron, and it is very bent type of plate, and this is known as bent plate, and this is main portion of hoe. Now these all structures are fixed in a single line of iron, single structure of iron, that is known as rod. So we have actually known about this structure which is hoe. Now let's know about the cultivator. Nowadays plowing is done by tractor driven cultivator. The use of cultivator saves labor and time. Now here it means it saves time and labor. Through this labor it means money, because if we apply labor we have to pay them. Now, so cultivator is very important tool and implement which we use, and it is actually fixed in a tractor, a portion of tractor as you can see in this figure 1.1c. Okay, and it is also driven by a tractor. Now sowing. Sowing is an important part of crop production. Before sowing, good quality, clean and healthy seeds of a good variety are selected. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give high yield. Now before sowing means बीज को अंदर जमीन के अंदर डालना. तो अगर हम लोग प्रोसेस करते हैं तो उसके पहले हमें ये श्योर करना चाहिए कि हमारी सॉइल की क्वालिटी अच्छी है कि नहीं, और साथ ही साथ हमारी सीड की क्वालिटी, बीज की क्वालिटी कैसी है. इफ यू वांट टू नो, देयर इज वन टेक्निक. अगर आप पानी में अपनी सीड को डालोगे तो जो भारी सीड होगी वो नीचे ड्रेन हो जाएंगी, और बाकी की सीड जो फ्लोट करेंगी वो उनकी क्वालिटी अच्छी नहीं होगी क्योंकि वो हल्की होगी. नाउ एक्टिविटी 1.1. Take a beaker and fill half of it with water. Put a handful of seeds and stir well. Wait for some time. मैंने अभी आपको बताया जो प्रोसेस इस एक्टिविटी में यही प्रोसेस बताई गई है कि अगर आप पानी में सीड्स को डालेंगे तो अगर सीड्स जो ऊपर आ रही है वो अंदर से खाली होती है, खोखली होती है, हॉलो होती है, इसलिए वो ऊपर आ जाती है, उनकी क्वालिटी अच्छी नहीं होती है. Before sowing one of the, तो इस पैरा में इतना ही बताया गया, so we will not read that. Before sowing, one of the important tasks to know about the tools used for sowing seeds. Figure 1.2b, A and B. So इसमें बताया गया है कि first we will read this and we can know about them in figure 1.A and 1.B over there. Okay, so let's read this. Traditional tool. The tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like a funnel. As you can see over here, this funnel structure in this picture that is talking about in this para. So this para is talking about this structure. So shaped like a funnel. The seeds are filled into the funnel, passed away the floor. 2 or 3 pipes having sharp ends. These are speared into the soil and place seeds there. So when we drop the seeds, in this funnel, and when the cows are moving, so the seeds are actually getting into the seed. So through this process, we use this traditional tool, as you can see over here. So as you can see a seed drill over here. So this is also one of the traditional tools which was used, and it is also driven by tractor. Now let's read about them. Seed drill. Nowadays the seed drill figure 1.2 is used for sowing with the help of tractors. As I have already told, ये ट्रैक्टर से ड्राइव की जाती है. This shows the seeds uniformly at equal distance and depth. It ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. This protects seeds from being eaten by birds. Sowing by using a seed drill saves time and labor. Now this is very improved implement. Why? Because it doesn't need time and also not labor. Because labor need money and we have to pay them. And one more benefit of this is that it distributes the seeds in uniform distance. Because of that, every seed is getting proper nutrition. Now let's read this. There is a nursery near my school. I found that little plants were kept in small bags. Why are they kept like this? Now the answer to it. Seeds of few plants such as paddy are first grown in a nursery. When they grow into seedlings, they are transplanted to the field manually. Some forest plants and flowering plants are also grown in the nursery. तो इसमें ये बताया गया है कि जो प्लांट्स होते हैं पहले नर्सरी में ग्रो किए जाते हैं और फिर उन्हें कीप किया जाता है कुछ समय के लिए और फिर उन्हें सो किया जाता है. Now, appropriate distance between the seeds is necessary to avoid overcrowding of plants. This allows plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients and water from the soil. At times, a few plants may have to be removed and prevent overcrowding. As I have already told you, using seed drills that you can see over there. So using seed drills, the seeds are in proper distance. Why we need that? Because if seeds are not in proper distance and they are crowded, so what happens? They not get proper sunlight, nutrients and water, so that they not get proper nutrition. Now 1.5, adding manure and fertilizers. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. So manure and fertilizers are those substances which we use for the nutrients for plants. If we want to give nutrients to the plants, so one of them is manure and one of them is fertilizers. Now, I saw a healthy crop growing in the farm. In the neighboring farm, the plants were weak. Why do some plants grow better than others? Now, so this question was asked by Buju. Let's see what's the answer to it. Soil supplies mineral nutrients to the crop plants. These nutrients are essential for the growth of plants. In certain areas, farmers grow crop after crop in same field. The field is never left uncultivated or fallow. Imagine what happens to the nutrients. Continuous cultivation of crops makes the soil poor in nutrients. Therefore, farmers have to add manure to field to replenish the soil with nutrients. This process is called manuring. Okay, let me give a detail of it. So what happens? The field in which crops are cultivated, that will be never clean. कभी ना कभी वो clean नहीं हो सकती, वो खाली नहीं बैठ सकती, उन्हें कभी ना कभी crop लगातार आता ही रहता है. इसलिए nutrition की कमी के कारण कुछ plants ज़्यादा अच्छे होते हैं, कुछ plants कम. तो उन्हें जब हम manure provide करते हैं तो उस process को हम manuring कहते हैं. Improper or insufficient manuring results in these plants. अगर proper और improper और insufficient manuring होती है तो हमारे plants weak हो जाते हैं. Manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plant or animal waste. Farmers dump plant and animal waste in pits at open places and allow it to decompose. The decomposition is caused by some microorganisms. The decomposed matter is used as organic manure. You have already learned about vermicomposting in class 6. So in this what it is saying that you have already know about compost pit and vermicomposting. So through that, some red worms and some of the decomposers present in it, and using that decomposers, we actually give manure to the plants. And manure are natural things which we add to our crops. Next page. Now in this activity what has been explained, let's see that. Take move or gram seeds and germinate them. Select 3 equal sized seedlings. Take 3 empty glasses of similar vessels. Mark them A, B, C to glass A and add little amount of soil mixed with a little now dug manure. In glass B, put the same amount of soil mixed with a little urea. Take the same amount of soil in glass D without adding anything. Figure 1.3a. Now pour the same amount of water in each glass and plant the seedlings in them. Keep them in a safe place. Water them daily after 7 to 10 days. Observe their growth. So in this basically it has been stated that how to plant or actually plant the tree. So in this you can see that properly. Now what is the meaning of urea if you know? So it is only toilet. Okay. These plants in all grasses grow at the same pace. Which grass showed better growth of plants? In which grass was the growth fastest? So इसमें ये क्वेश्चन किया गया है कि कौन सी क्लास में सबसे ज़्यादा ग्रोथ हुई प्लांट की और किसमें कम हुई एंड व्हाट आर द ऑब्जर्वेशन. आपको इसको ट्राई करिए अपनी कॉपी में लिखने. Fertilizers are chemicals which are rich in particular nutrients. How are they different from manure? Fertilizers are produced in factories. Actually, in this whole paragraph it is said by the chemicals. So, जो भी चीजें chemicals से बनती है for the nutrients of plants that are known as fertilizers. They are man-made nutrition for the plant, and the manures are the natural things that we use to give nutrition to the plant. Now next page. So in this whole paragraph that is only told by the paragraph. Now table 1.1 differences between fertilizers and manure. I have already told, but let's read fast. Fertilizer is made with inorganic salt. Manure is natural substance obtained by the decomposition of acids and plant residues. तो इसमें ये बताया गया है कि fertilizers are made and these are natural, जो कि हम microbes से पाते हैं. Now second, fertilizer is prepared in the factories. तो ये factories में बनते हैं and manure can be prepared in the fields. And even then we can also make them. ये fields में बड़ी easily provide हो जाते हैं क्योंकि manure made नहीं होते हैं. Now fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil and fertilizer soil को humus नहीं provide करते हैं and humus is very important for the growth of soil. Now manure provides lot of humus to the soil and which is very good. Humus ही बहुत important होता है. Fourth, fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. भले ही manure humus provide करता है soil को, but they are not that much strong to give nutrition to the plant. How the comparatively fertilizers are. Fertilizers जितने compare अगर हम करें दोनों में तो ज़्यादा nutrition provide करते हैं plant को, manure कम. चलिए हम table 1.1 के बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल में जाते हैं. Table 1.1 gives the differences between the fertilizers and manures. Now हम advantage manures के पढ़ेंगे. चलिए हम करते हैं. So it enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. So if we add manure to the plant, so the soil can actually hold lot amount of water. It makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases become easy. Porous means very soft and very spongy type of soil. So if we add manure, so our soil gets very spongy. Now it increases the number of friendly microbes. Microbes means many insects which we can't see. So they can come to the plants which are very friendly. Now it improves the texture of the soil और soil की texture को भी ये improve करता है. Now 1.6 irrigation. So ये पैराग्राफ हम यहाँ पर पढ़ते हैं जो कि मेन पॉइंट है. The supply of water to crops at regular intervals is called irrigation. तो irrigation होता क्या है? That is over here. कि irrigation हम जब crops को पानी प्रोवाइड करते हैं वो regular intervals में regular टाइम में उन्हें हम irrigation कहते हैं. अब irrigation के sources कई होते हैं लेकिन मैं आपको बताता हूँ irrigation ancient में कुछ और तरीके से किया जाता था, अभी किसी और तरीके से करते हैं. Let's see. I'm very careful this year about watering the plants. Last summer my plants dried up and dead. कि अगर हम proper irrigation नहीं देते plant को तो हमारे plant या तो मर सकता है या तो सूख सकता है. Now sources of irrigation. Sources of irrigation. The sources of water for irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. So from here to here these all are the sources of irrigation. नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पेज। ट्रेडिशनल मेथड्स ऑफ इरिगेशन, जैसे कि मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दिया है कि ट्रेडिशनल और मॉडर्न होते हैं, मतलब पहले कुछ और मेथड्स हुआ करते थे, अब कुछ और, तो चलिए हम उसके बारे में पढ़ते हैं। So the water available in wells, lakes and canals is lifted up by different methods in different regions for taking it to the fields. Cattle or human labor is used in these methods. So these methods are cheaper but less efficient. The various solution ways are more pulley system, chain pump. So इसमें ये बताया गया है आपको एक्चुअली कि जो ट्रेडिशनल मेथड्स होते थे उसमें हमें या तो लेबर की जरूरत पड़ती थी और एनिमल्स की भी जरूरत पड़ती थी, और ये टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा लेता था और ये उतना एफिशिएंट भी नहीं होता था, लेकिन ये चीप होता था, इसमें पैसे खर्च हमारे ज़्यादा नहीं होते थे। लेट्स सी 1.4 फिगर विच इज मोर, जो कि ये लिखा है पुलिस सिस्टम। एज यू कैन सी इसमें वी हैव टू पुल द वाटर एक्चुअली एंड देन pour it into the field, so that is known as mow. Now chain pump, as you can see over 1.4 b, इसमें chain pump बताया गया है कि water is actually flowing through the basket। अगर wheel rotate होती है तो ये जो basket आपको दिख रही है वो पानी को flow करती है, through this pipe the water gets into the area where we have cultivated the crop. Now here you can see Dhekli and Rahat lever system, figure 1.4 A and D. Figure 1.4 एक्चुअली यहाँ A लिखा है, यू कट इट इनटू C, so C और D नहीं बताया गया। A and D is same all these, but we have actually explained A and D now. C, Dhekli. So Dhekli में क्या होता है? The bucket and as you can see the bucket and the stone. So this big stone is heavier than bucket. So when the water gets up and then flow into the flow, so this is actually the method which is actually done in the Dhekli. Now Rahat. This is also similar to chain pump, but as you can see chain pump, यहाँ आप chain pump देख सकते हैं, तो इसी तरह ये भी होता है, but इसमें आप you can see only the one basket, here are lot of baskets. तो जब बुल यहाँ से मूव करती है तो ये wheel जो होता है वो भी मूव करता है और धीरे धीरे बकेट स्टॉप लिखी उसमें पानी भरा होता है, वो गिरता जाता है एरिया में जहाँ हमें पानी चाहिए होता है। तो ये हुए हमारे मॉडर्न मेथड्स ऑफ इरिगेशन। तो इन दिस मॉडर्न मेथड्स मैं आपको पहले बता देती हूँ, इन सिस्टम्स को इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की जरूरत पड़ती थी जिससे इनको ज़्यादा पैसे लगते हैं, लेकिन ये टाइम के लिए भी कम लेता है और साथ ही बहुत एफिशिएंट। तो पहला होता है स्प्रिंकलर सिस्टम। This system is more useful on the uneven lands where sufficient water is not available. The perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles on top are joined to the main pipeline at regular intervals. When water is allowed to flow through the main pipe under pressure, with the help of pump, it escapes from the rotating nozzles. It gets sprinkled on the crop as if it is raining. Sprinkle is very useful for lawn, coffee plantation and several other crops. So you can see here what is written raining. So इस प्रोसेस में कुछ इसी तरीके से होता है कि there are some of the pipes in this figure you can see. So there are here you can see this pipe. So इन pipes के यहाँ पर nozzle लगा होता है, nozzles में होल होते हैं और ये पानी उस होल से निकल के raining की तरह हर पूरे crop cultivation करता है। Now drip system. In this system, the water falls drop by drop directly near the roots. So it's called drip system. It is the best technique for watering fruit, plants, gardens and trees. Figure 1.5b. Water is not wasted at all. It is a boon in the regions where availability of water is poor. जिस रीजन में पानी की कमी होती है वहाँ ये यूज होता है और ये बहुत ही बेस्ट सिस्टम होता है फॉर द इरिगेशन। एंड यू कैन सी दिस फिगर, ये फिगर आप देख सकते हैं। तो इस फिगर में ये सारी पाइपलाइन जुड़ी हुई है, एकदम पाइपलाइन से आ जा रही है और जहाँ पास रूट होती है वहाँ पर होल किया जाता है, उस होल से ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप पानी जाता है और पानी की होती है। चलिए हम नेक्स्ट पेज में चलते हैं। Now 1.7 प्रोटेक्शन फ्रॉम वीड्स। तो आपको यहाँ पास आप देख सकते हैं these undesirable plants are called weeds. These undesirable, अगर आप ये पूरा पढ़ेंगे तो इसमें ये बताया गया है जो घास होती है, जो प्लांट्स बिना हमारे चाह के लेकर उगाते हैं, मीन्स दैट आर नोन एज वीड्स। अनवांटेड प्लांट्स, अगर आप इनको दूसरा नाम दें तो इन्हें हम अनवांटेड प्लांट्स भी जानते हैं। The removal of weeds is called weeding. अगर वीड को हटाया जाए उस प्रोसेस को हम क्या कहते हैं? उस प्रोसेस को हम वीडिंग कहते हैं। Weeding is necessary since weeds compete with the crop plants for water, nutrition, space and life. अगर इसे नहीं हटाया जाएगा तो वो जो हमने प्लांट्स कल्टीवेट किए हैं उनसे अपना न्यूट्रिशन मांगेगा, अपना मीन्स जो उनका न्यूट्रिशन होता है जैसे कि सनलाइट, वाटर, स्पेस, लाइट, तो ये सब कुछ वो उनसे कंज्यूम करने की कोशिश करता है और ये इस कारण हमारे क्रोप अच्छी न्यूट्रिशन नहीं पा सकते हैं। तो इसमें यही पूरा बताया गया। हम थोड़ा वीडीसाइड्स के बारे में पढ़ लेते हैं। सो वीड्स आर आल्सो कंट्रोल्ड बाय यूजिंग सर्टेन केमिकल्स कॉल्ड वीडीसाइड्स। तो वीडीसाइड्स क्या होता है?